Live from Southwest Florida's news source, Fox 40 News at 10.
4 in your corner, tracking the tropics, keeping a close eye on a tropical depression that could affect our weather going into the work week. Thanks for choosing Fox 4 News at 10. I'm Lisa Greenberg with Storm Shield forecaster Tony Sadiku. He has the latest tonight. Tony?
Good evening, Lisa. We've been talking about Tropical Depression 9. This, by the way, has been upgraded from what we've been naming Invest 99. National Hurricane Center sitting there, Hurricane Hunter planes to investigate this. They're finding winds a little bit stronger, a little bit more well-defined center of circulation. Still very disorganized as it looks on tropical satellite, but the thinking is that this will continue to organize, continue to strengthen as it tracks into the Gulf of Mexico, steering clear of Southwest Florida. We're still going to be seeing some impacts, namely in the form of rain. We're going to be talking about numerous showers and thunderstorms, but here's the latest 35-mile-per-hour system. It's tracking west at about 9, expected to potentially be a tropical storm as early as tomorrow. Spaghetti plots still have a lot of uncertainty beyond Monday, so there's still a lot of questions, a lot to watch for in the coming days. But right now we do know that this will be a heavy rain threat in the coming days, especially Monday and Tuesday. Of course, I'll detail your full work week forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Lisa.
All righty, thank you, Tony. And all Lee County public schools and offices will be open tomorrow. The school district says it will continue to monitor the storm throughout the day and make a decision regarding after-school activities by noon. Any changes will come through the district app and on leeschools.net.
I didn't even get to hug him or no nothing. I didn't even get to hug him, tell him I'm sorry.
Loved ones reeling tonight after bullets flew through a Fort Myers neighborhood, killing 18-year-old Lawrence Lockley, a high school senior. The shooting happening just this afternoon before 2 o'clock near Veronica Shoemaker Boulevard. A second man also injured but expected to survive. 4 in your corner's Deborah Souverain was at the scene. Deborah, whoever did this is still out there, right?
Yeah, Lisa, unfortunately, the killer or killers are still on the loose tonight. And what may be even more heartbreaking is family and friends of the young man who was killed say they have no idea why this happened. As crime scene investigators pulled into the 3700 block of SunTrust Drive, where an 18-year-old was shot and killed Sunday, emotions were hard to contain for many.
Just in a matter of minutes, he dead. He gone. He not coming back.
Kiara Walker is still in shock. She was on the phone with the victim, Lawrence Lockley, minutes before he was shot and killed.
I just got off the phone with him. I was the last person he talked to.
She says Lockley was hanging out at his cousin's house and she was planning on meeting him there.
He called us to go, chill with him. I could have been dead.
According to Fort Myers police, Lockley was sitting in a car with a second man named Marcus Davis when gunfire erupted. Lockley died on the scene, and Davis, who survived, was rushed to the hospital before police arrived.
It's 2 o'clock on a Sunday. Weather was good. A lot of people were out. We're just asking anybody who may have seen something, may have heard something, to please call the police department.
It's not clear why Lockley was targeted or if he was even the intended target.
He don't have no problems with nobody, and somebody want to do this to him.
Why do you think somebody would want to do this?
I don't know. It's just so much stuff going on in Fort Myers. You never know.
But what is clear for many people here is that another act of senseless gun violence has again shaken the Fort Myers community, leaving families shattered in both law enforcement and community members, hoping someone will speak up.
We have to come together and make this stop. It affects the community, it affects the department.
But someone needs to speak up. Enough is enough.
If you know anything about what happened today, you can help by speaking up. Even if you think what you know isn't important, detectives want to hear from you. You can call Fort Myers Police or Crime Stoppers, and remember, you can always remain anonymous. Reporting in the newsroom, Deborah Souverain, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Deborah. And tonight we're learning more about a death investigation deputies are now calling a homicide. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says they found the body of 24-year-old Willie James Moore after responding to a failed carjacking. It happened around 12:30 Saturday morning at a racetrack gas station on South Cleveland Avenue in Fort Myers. You can count on 4 in your corner to keep you updated with any new information in this case as we get it. And these three behind bars tonight facing charges of robbery with a firearm after police say they held up a bank, one of them even firing a gun. This all went down at the Chase Bank on Lee Boulevard. Fort Myers police say after leaving the bank, they took off in a car. As they fled from police, they crashed, then began running on foot. After what police say was a lengthy search, they caught up with the crooks. One witness says the whole ordeal, really shook her up.
It was absolutely terrifying. I mean, really, the shots fired, it was scary. It's extremely busy here, so to have them do it here does seem a bit odd.
The three are still in jail tonight. And a person of interest in the Club Blue shootings will be in court tomorrow morning. Derek Church is facing charges of aggravated assault on an officer and resisting arrest after he led deputies on a car chase after the shooting. Officials say he tried to run over a deputy during the chase and was shot in the abdomen by that deputy. Once again, Church has not been charged in the Club Blue shooting. He is being called a person of interest. Well, they seem like a happy couple, even posting these smiley selfies to social media, but no one would ever guess just a day later the fiance would be charged with murder. 4 in Your Corner's Matt Grant has this story.
The day before Justine Clausen was murdered, she posted this smiling selfie with her fiance, 35-year-old Jamal Davis, the man now charged with killing her.
It's really extremely awful because she's a good girl. A beautiful girl and a good family.
The 24-year-old stylist was a mother to 2 kids, aged 1 and 2. Police say the couple lived together at this Victoria Gardens apartment in Port Orange. Cops say Davis was the father to one of the kids, and the other child was from a previous relationship. According to the arrest report, the couple was arguing Friday night about their relationship and issues involving child custody. Davis told detectives that fight became physical, and he admitted shooting Clausen at least 2 times. Their neighbor says he heard the shots sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock.
I thought someone was banging the wall, but after that I didn't hear any sounds. So.
Police say Davis took off with the 2 kids, abandoning them at this shopping center before driving his car into this tree in Ormond Beach around 11:30 in an attempt to kill himself. Authorities say Clausen's 2 kids are now in the custody of the Department of Children and Families. 4 days after this photo was taken, Davis, who called Clausen his queen, is now charged with her murder.
She was a true honest person. And my heart goes out to the family because they're amazing.
Davis was denied bond and is being charged with first-degree murder and 2 counts of child neglect. And as a final push before the Florida primary this week, Marco Rubio traveling across the state of Florida tomorrow, making a stop in Cape Coral. Rubio will be meeting with activists and volunteers tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock at the Cape Coral Military Museum. This is just one stop Rubio is making. He's also visiting Bay County, Pensacola, and Miami. A Lee County man turning a former rundown biker joint into a grand ole opry of jazz music. The music hotspot in Buckingham celebrating a major milestone, their 15th anniversary. 4 in Your Corner, Stephanie Tinoco showing you how they've shifted gears.
Smack dab in the middle of downtown Buckingham. That's where you are.
In the heart of Buckingham is where you'll find the Blues Bar, a former rundown biker joint that's blossomed into a music hub.
This place was voted the worst bar in Southwest Florida.
That's before this guy, Tommy Lee Cook, bought it 15 years ago and started booking original blues acts from across the globe.
It's the best bar in the world.
Now this bar is a hotspot, hosting more than 3,000 shows, drawing crowds from around the state and putting this rural spot on the map.
I feel like sometimes I'm sitting in New Orleans, like, oh my gosh, where am I? Oh, I'm in Buckingham, you know.
Performers drive hundreds of miles just to play here. Others, like Douglas Jefferson, are rooted and make up the town's musical DNA.
As a drummer, my job is to create an atmosphere.
The eclectic atmosphere moves outdoors for fall festivals, drawing in crowds to good old Buckingham to enjoy the blues.
Sometimes they have 500, 600, 700 people show up. I'll never go back to country or anything. I am sold. It's fantastic.
I told Tommy Lee, when I die, bury me here in the backyard. I love the music.
Stephanie Tinoco, Fox 4, in your corner.
How fun does that look? Well, the Buckingham Blues Bar will be kicking off their first Blue Fest of the fall on October 15th. You can find more information on that by clicking on Stephanie's story on fox4now.com. And still to come on Fox 4 News at 10, a terrifying ride after a plane loses its engine.
When I looked back and it was gone, I just saw metal flapping.
What passengers say it was like on that Southwest Airlines flight. Plus, drivers, beware if you're traveling this week where these sinkholes might stall your commute. But first, kids living inside sewers. How they were found in a case investigators say they never expected. That's next on Fox 4 News at 10. Tony?
Lisa, I'm tracking Tropical Depression 9 and what it could mean for the upcoming work week across Southwest Florida. Coming up after the break.